Hello, welcome to Pick a Card, Pick a Deck, Pick a Deck, Pick a Card. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. So, pick one of the decks, number one, two, or three. So, I'm just going to move these to the side. We'll start with the first one. So, this is deck number one. This is Lisa Parker's deck. If you want to see more of the deck, I will leave the link in the section below so that you can take a look at the whole deck. So I'll just get you a card for those of you who picked deck number one. They have already had a good shuffle, but I'm just showing you I'm doing it again. Okay, alright, what we got here, the High Priestess. So you just pop that on there. I think you can just about see it. So we just bring this forward a bit. That's a bit better. Okay, one of my favourite cards of the deck. So we've got Black Cat, very mysterious. You've got the Pentacle. Those of you who know what the Pentacle is, it is symbol of the five elements. So earth, air, fire, water, and of course the one going upwards is the symbol of spirit. Sometimes you can find the reverse Pentacle. In normal terms where it is used properly, when it's the other way around, it is a symbol of the earth. But of course you also get people who will reverse it to be a symbol of I don't really want to say evil, but a symbol that's not so good. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. So here we got Black Cat, you got your witch's broom, your besom, and oh, my clear quartz is going to walk about. So with your besom, what they used to do is brush away any negativity out of the path. That's what witches or the old wise women of olden times used to do. They used to use the besom to like sweep, but as I did say, it was brushing away all the negativity. And this is something that you need to look at, those of you who pick number one. Get rid of all the negativity. Try to change your vocabulary to something a bit more positive. Try to think of positive words. Try to think of positive things to say about people, about situations, even if it's something that on the surface is not very nice. Just try and look at the good side and try and get into the habit of being positive about things. It will attract more positivity to you. And also express gratitude for things that are coming your way that are good, because gratitude can also attract more good things. Gratitude is probably the most important thing in the law of attraction. A lot of people write things down that they're grateful for, maybe 10 in the morning or 10 in the evening before you go to sleep. So try that as well. And so the Black Cat is mysterious, telling you to trust your intuition. Your intuition is very good, but sometimes you can get cobwebs in there, especially if you don't use it all the time, or if you don't trust it, or if you well, as I say, if you don't use it, if you just leave it, and yeah, it can get a bit rusty, a bit cobwebby, and again you need the besom to brush away those cobwebs. You got the moon in the background there, the full moon. That's also telling you to trust your intuition. The High Priestess often tells me that first of all, those of you who chose card number one, you may be quite psychic people. You may have a good intuition, a good clairvoyance. Maybe some of you are not using it. It could be something that you put to one side or push to one side. Maybe there are people around you who are mistrusting of that type of thing, and so you're hiding it or you've pushed it away. But the high priestess tells you that you're actually quite gifted, and these are things that you can actually use, not just to help yourself, but to help other people as well. And there's nothing wrong with your intuition, it's built into us. It's something that we all have, but we do push it away. People around us, parents, teachers, um, husbands and wives, family members, that can all get to us, and we push it to one side and we don't use it like we should because of their fear, not ours. So this is something that you need to develop more. If it is pushed to one side, don't be afraid of it. The High Priestess is also a card of recovery. It often comes up for me when people have been ill, or when people have been or even if they need to go to the doctors or something like that. But not a bad card. It's nothing. Don't mean major illness or anything like that. It's often people who are healers. The High Priestess often comes up with the healing profession. People who are into holistic therapies, like myself. This card often shows up in a reading. But also with holistic therapies, with healing, your intuition is used in that as well. So again, the two go hand in hand. And the black cat, I also see the black cat as a symbol of luck. I know some people see it as bad luck, but I don't. I always see the black cat as a symbol of luck. And especially if one runs in front of you, it's all. I always think that's seen as oh, a black cat's crossed your path. It's lucky. It's not bad luck at all. But then I always think a cat has got a link to divinity. I mean, its tail goes straight up in the air. I mean, you can see there that cat's tail's up in the air. It's a link to the divine. Now, if you think about the old gods, a lot of them had a link to the cat. A lot of them had a cat as a messenger, or you often see the old gods like Kali rode a tiger. You've got Sekhmet, the lioness. You've got the Norse goddess Freya, who had a cat. There's quite a lot of them that are linked to the cat. So the cat has links to divinity. Not just a black cat, I think all of them do. You may disagree with me, let me know if you do, but that's the way I see it. I always think a cat seems to know what you're doing, what you're thinking, and I mean, look at that one's face there. It's sort of a half wink, a half smirk, a very knowing look. And I think that's exactly right. Very knowing, very confident as well. Very confident animal. So, and I think that's telling you that you need to be confident as well. Those of you who pick number one, be aware of your own self, your own inner wisdom. Don't be afraid of your own inner wisdom, and don't let anybody put you down. You need to stand tall. Know that you're part of divinity. I like to think that the wood there is oak, which is strength. The high priestess is very knowledgeable of the inner workings of things, and that includes strength. It includes your intuition. It includes clairvoyance and psychic ability. It includes natural magic as well, like herbalism, sweeping away negativity. So, yep, have a go at cleansing, like smudging. You can do that with a sage. You can do it with a bell using sound. You can also use the crystal selenite. That also clears negativity. And clear quartz is a very, very good crystal to have around you as well. Clear quartz is a very powerful crystal, a lot more powerful than we give it credit for. Okay, so that's card number one anyway for people who chose number one. As I say, if you want to see any more of this deck, because it's a beautiful deck, then have a look in the comments section below and I'll put the link to where I'm reviewing this particular Lisa Parker's Familiars deck. Okay, so thank you for those of you who picked number one, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Okay, people who picked card number two, this is the Witch's deck by Ellen Dugan, and they have been shuffled already, but I'm just showing you, giving another quick shuffle. And just cutting them. Alright, let's have a look what we've got. Ten of Cups. That's a nice one. Okay, now the tens are often seen as an ending because it's basically the last card in the pip section, and cups are the emotions. So what I see there, because that is a really nice card. You've got a family situation there, so you've got the kids playing, you've got the couple arm in arm, they're looking at the rainbow. We say the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So this is quite a nice card to have coming out for those of you who picked card number two. It shows a nice house in the background. It's flowers, fields, all the greenery growing. So it's the end of a difficult situation. So if you've been suffering recently, whether it's, as I say, the cups are emotions, so it could be maybe people around you who have not been well, or maybe people around you have just been a bit more moody than normal, perhaps, or maybe it's yourself that's been a bit moody. This is an ending of that situation. It's a brightening, a rainbow is coming, and things are going to be looking a lot better for you. So this is a nice environment that you're finding yourself in. It shows a nice family environment, people who are happy, enjoying themselves, a lot of fun. So if you've not been able to have a bit of fun recently, or if you're not seeing your family or your friends recently, now is the time to actually start doing that. Start getting out and about, go see your family, go see your friends, contact them, go and have some fun. You don't Having fun doesn't mean going to nightclubs and pubs. If that's what you want to do, then that's absolutely fine. But you can have fun outdoors, just like those people on the card are doing. You can go for a really nice picnic, just catching up with your friends, just sitting and having a chat outdoors. There's some nice weather coming, so take advantage of it. The colours of the rainbow there, all of them together, all activating your chakras. When you're out in the sun, that vitamin D as well can make you feel well. It can make you feel a lot better than what you have been. So go and take advantage of it. Go and enjoy yourselves. Get out and about, outdoors. You've got see the pink flowers there at the bottom. You've got the pink flowers. That is what's known. You probably can't see it too well on the video, but on the card, it's coming up as like magenta colour. It's what's known as hot pink as well, and it's a colour of fun. Pink is often a colour of your heart chakra, the same as green. And when you've got the hot pink, this is something that is a very fun-loving colour. It's a bit more boisterous than the softer pink. Softer pink is loving and compassionate, whereas the stronger pink is more fun-loving and outgoing, and still caring and compassionate, but a lot more extroverted. It can also be a bit more flirtatious as well. So for those of you who are single, you're going to get a chance to go and do a bit of flirting. So have take advantage of that and have a bit of fun, clean fun. I'm not telling people to go and do something that could be unsafe. Okay, please don't think I'm doing that. Right, so that's a lovely card. Anyway, it tells me that those of you who chose card number two, whatever has been happening around you recently, you're about to be full of peace and joy, happiness, and that you're gonna have the opportunity to go and spend time with friends and family. And it's a time that you should grab with both hands. Don't let it slip. It's a time to go and enjoy yourself and just enjoy life. That's what that card is saying to you. Go and enjoy life. The end of all the troubles that we've been facing recently is coming, and you're going to be so much better off in your emotional, your mental, and your physical well being. That's what that card is saying, basically. Okay, so for those of you who chose card number two, have a good time because you've got the opportunities coming up. And again, if you want to see more of this deck, I will leave the link in the section below so you can have a look. And that's the Witch's deck by Dugan. So I'll catch you next week. Those of you who chose card number two, thank you for joining me. Okay, those of you who chose card number three, this is it's actually an oracle deck, and this is the Moonology oracle. And again, I have shuffled them already, but I'm just going to give them another quick shuffle before I pick one out. Okay, what we got here, we've got have faith in your dreams. This is the waxing crescent moon. Okay, so let's pop that on there. Right, so have faith in your dreams. Straight away, I'm feeling that those of you who've got hopes and visions for the future, things that you want to do, it's telling you to have faith in it and go for it. It's telling you to put your ideas into action, step forward, get rid of your lack of confidence, and go for it. Okay, it's not a be all end all, fix it, everything will magically turn out. It does tell you that there's still hard work involved in whatever it is that you want to do. It's telling you not to give up, to continue with whatever it is that you're heading towards, that you're trying to work towards. Don't give up on your visions and your dreams. You won't get to the end straight away. Obviously, you need to work at it, as I say, and you need to take it one step at a time as well. So I always say to people, if you've got a ladder, you want to get to the top of the ladder, which is your ultimate dream, but you need to take it one rung at a time. And if you try and jump, if you try and leap onto the ladder, chances are very strong that you're going to fall and land in a heap at the bottom and get nowhere. So you need to take it one step at a time, and you need to plan and you need to structure those steps. So whether it could be a new business, a new home, a family, a new relationship, whatever it is that you're working towards, you need to take it one step at a time and plan and structure and organize what it is that you want to do. This is a card that does say that the outcome should be favourable, it should be successful, as long as you're realistic and you keep yourself grounded, which is why the plants are there. You've got the moon, so listen to your intuition, meditate as well for answers, but also, as I say, keep yourself grounded. You'll grow more if you're grounded. Sometimes if your head is in the clouds and your feet are not on the ground, You can be a bit like the butterflies, not knowing where you're going. So keep yourself grounded. The butterflies there also tell me that you've got some guardians, guardian angels, spirits, whatever it is that you want to call them. You've got them around you as well, also guiding you and protecting you. So listen to your intuition. It will take you the right way. You've got the bees. So those bees are telling you need to keep busy. They don't make honey just by sitting around and relaxing. They're up and about all the time. But if you've noticed, when you see a bee and they're collecting the pollen, every now and then they do have to rest, because you'll see that their legs are absolutely full of yellow pollen, and they can actually get too heavy for them to fly, so that they sit and rest for a little bit. And I know people who can give them sugar water and things like that, just to give them a bit more energy, and then they take off and they go back to the hive once they've rested. And this is also something that you have to do. You have to keep busy, you have to work towards your goals, but also make sure that every now and then you take a break and you have a rest. As I say, meditation can help. That can help you find answers if you're stuck on anything, if you're stuck on problems. Have some meditation time to yourself. Get those answers you need. They often come into your head when your head's clear. And also, for those of you who are not really sure what your ultimate goal or your ultimate dream is, also try meditation and try to still your mind and see what comes into your mind, because this card is saying that even though some of you may not know what the ultimate goal is, your dreams can still manifest and can still be coming towards you. It may be a bit of a surprise what they are. That can sometimes happen. Things can happen unexpectedly. But this is a nice card, not a bad one. So look towards your goals. Even if you're not sure, as I say, of the ultimate goal, just take it one step at a time. Just think about what you want at the moment. Maybe it's a new item, a new kitchen appliance, a new sofa, a new car, or whatever it is, and just take it one step at a time to get those, and then you'll find that your next goal is not far behind. Okay, so this is the Moonology Oracle cards for people who chose deck 3. And again, if you want to see more of these cards, I will leave the link in the section below so you can have a look at them. And I'll catch you next week as well, people who chose card number 3. So I know it's short and sweet this week because I've got quite a bit on, but hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Click subscribe if you want to see some more, and click like for me. You can share this as well if you want, if you think other people might enjoy it. Yeah, please do share it. I don't mind at all. So and I'll catch you next week. Have a good day, and enjoy your weekend as well, because today in the UK it's Friday. So I hope everyone has a good weekend, and I'll catch you all next week. Bye.